y'all. I am sitting here with Dontrell Britton, the founder of DC's Prison Style Boot Camp and I guess owner of 23&1 Gym, right?
Yes, ma'am.
How are you today? Thank you so much for being on the show. I'm so excited to meet you. I've been looking forward to this interview.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you taking your time to interview me. So,
no worries, no worries. So, like I told you before, I gave you some tea as your gift. So I have a little segment called, So I have a segment called Tea Time with Tori. So I'm going to ask you 3 questions and like rapid fire, give me like the first thing that comes to your mind, okay?
Let's do it.
All right. Question number 1. This is the important one. You ready? All right. Boxers or briefs?
Briefs.
Why briefs?
Because I needed to stay together. I need everything.
You need to stay together?
I need everything to stay together when I'm jumping around and stuff. Definitely briefs. Definitely. Easy.
Okay, lady. So a gift for him is briefs, not boxers, in case you was wondering.
Calvin Klein.
Oh, you be specific with the people? Okay. Okay, so I know that you're vegan, so let me see. If you weren't vegan, what would be the first thing you would go and eat?
Chicken wings.
Why? Why chicken wings?
Because I'm a sports fan and I usually sit at a bar. And when I used to sit at a bar and watch the game, I get like chicken wings and watch the game. So that's what I miss.
That what you miss?
Chicken wings.
What type of chicken wing? Lemon pepper?
Maybe like a barbecue mumbo saucy type of chicken wing.
Oh, you going all in?
Yeah,
okay. All right. Okay, so the last thing, let's see. You work out all the time, obviously. So what is one essential thing that will always be in your gym bag, no matter what?
My phone. Does that count?
Well, sure. If it's in your gym bag, why your phone?
Because I feel like I have to document everything. I tell people that all the time. I document so much because I never know what I post or share that can change somebody's life. So I always record everything.
Okay, awesome. That's
other than that, maybe my Apple Watch.
Okay.
Just to monitor like what I'm doing throughout the day.
Okay. So let's get started in the interview. So again, I say thank you. I would like to know a little bit about Dontrell, your past, like growing up when you were young. I know you are from this area, so let's talk about that. Growing up you and then like teenage years you.
Younger me, I used to get in trouble in like elementary school all the time, suspended all the time, every like 3 days. Drove my mom crazy. Middle school, same behavior continued. But high school, it changed a little bit because obviously I started like liking women and I wanted to like look good, and then I just started selling drugs because I thought that was the easiest and fastest way to do it. Long story short, just got caught up in some BS, got indicted on like a drug conspiracy. I got sentenced to 5 years, and that's where I just started exercising. Like I never imagined like being a trainer. That was never in my ever. When somebody brought it up to me about being a trainer, I was just like, that's weak. Like I'm not. But when I came home, I was bartending, and I was doing that for a month. I was just like training, and I was looking so bad at this point, and so I just started studying. And before you know, I took my test, and I was just like, all right, let's get it.
Okay, so like during the incarceration time for you, what do you say was one of the biggest things I guess you were like going through, thinking of? Was it why you were there? What you gonna do when you got out? Like.
For me, it was my family. I started to learn, like, damn, this is not just affecting me, it's my family now involved because they miss me. They got to send me money. My little brother acting up in school, so I'm just like, damn, this is my fault because he probably like, my brother doing it, so I can get away with it. And so for me, that was just like my stress. That's what stressed me, and that's why I started to work out, so I didn't think about those things. So.
Okay. Yep. Well, I'll say for you, why a boot camp now? So now you're out of jail, bartender didn't go how you wanted to go. Now you're trying to be a trainer, and like, why this boot camp? Why did you name it what you named it? Like, how did it all come about? So 23&1, for people that's not aware, 23&1 is a term used in prison that when you confine to your cell for 23 hours a day and you come out for 1 hour. And I was on 23&1 for like, out of my whole time, I did probably like 9 months in 23&1. And I used to come out for that hour, and where I was, we didn't have any fitness equipment, like none, not even medicine balls. We didn't have dumbbells, we didn't have jump ropes, none of that. And so I had to figure out how I was about to stay in shape, build some muscle. And I used to go into this rec yard. The rec yard is not big at all, maybe 300 square feet all the way around. And I just started coming up with exercises there. And so when I returned to society, I was just like, I need to stay true to who I am. You get what I'm saying? I wasn't looking for like Nike endorsements. Like, I'm gonna do what Trell gonna do, and if they like me, they'll come.
And I just started teaching those same workouts that I use to help build my body to people out in society. And the boot camp part came in when just like a couple of my homeboys was coming home from prison that was at the same spot I was at. And they was just like, damn, like, I want to get with you, how can I help? And I was just like, damn, how can you help? And I was like, you know what, I can do a boot camp, and then I can have like 10, 20 people come and you can help me teach the classes. So that's where the whole idea came from.
So what like exercises would you say you were doing since you didn't have any equipment at all? What would you be doing, I guess, like in your cell or on the yard, whatever you were doing?
A lot of push-ups, a lot of bodyweight squats, a lot of planks, a lot of lunges, jump lunges, burpees. Burpees is like my favorite. I used to come burpee.
Anybody doing no burpees, so we will be doing me exercising, and I'm not doing those because I can't do that no matter how hard I try.
Burpees.
Burpees are your favorite?
Ultimate favorite.
Okay. So how would you say that now that you kind of fell into this whole thing with training, how would you say this kind of changed your life? If any.
Drastically, because at first when I used to go out, people used to see me and I don't want to make it seem like I was this big bad wolf, but be scared. Like, me and my homeboys was like, we was out here, like we was doing like terrible stuff. So
before.
When you see me, then it's just like, oh, it's that dude Trell, this, that, you know what I'm saying? And now it's like, oh, Trell the Trainer, what's good?
You're just happier.
It's the same people. It might be the same people, man, and that goes to show that like people watch, people pay attention, even though sometimes I might get discouraged. I'm just like, damn, I'm not doing enough. But I'm constantly reminded when I go out to clubs, bars, wherever I am, people are like, oh, Trell the Trainer, oh, I'm gonna work out with you, or I follow you on social media. So that's, for me, that's a huge change. Like, people see me in a whole different light.
It's positive now instead of negative. That's good.
Absolutely.
So why vegan? And the reason why I asked why vegan is because it's so hard, and I like love cheese and like other things. You can't eat any of that stuff. And everybody that I know who like has done vegan, I mean, they get like super like ripped up. So I'm like, man, I can do it. Then I'm like, nah, I can't do it. So why vegan? Why just not vegetarian? Why just not eating what you want and working out? Why vegan? Because it's a lifestyle change at that point.
I feel like I'm an extremist. Like, I feel like if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it like max. I'm going to go all the way in. I'm not fitness. I could be like, whatever I'm doing, I'm competitive with myself. It ain't even about other people, it's myself. And so I'm like, if I'm gonna eat healthy, I might as well be the healthiest possible. And I started doing research, and everything was just like vegan, plant-based, plant-based, plant-based. And not even because people were saying it, but the research that I was doing behind it, I was like, this makes sense. So why not? And so I've been vegan now for about 2 years, off and on. And I say off and on because like my first like 6 months, I started like losing a lot of weight. I started to feel like lightheaded, but I didn't really know what I was doing. I just jumped straight into it. And so I implemented fish back into my diet. And then I felt a little better.
What kind of fish?
I used to love salmon. Salmon was like favorite.
Well, salmon is good.
And then I love like crab cakes too.
I'm gonna say, you gonna give up seafood for this? I mean, look.
Crab cakes.
First of all, I'm a fat girl at heart that just happens to be small that's starting to get bigger. So like for me, ooh, when I'm craving stuff, burgers, french fries, seafood. You know, crab we are from this area, right? We eat crab meat all the time.
For sure.
So at least now you have your fish and crab meat back in the day, right?
So now I'm feeling good. I'm just like, all right. But more research, and it's just like the seafood is just as worse as the meat. So I'm just like, damn, I'm about to cut it out. So I cut out the seafood, but I was still eating like dairy. I was still eating cheese. I was still eating eggs and stuff like that. And I recently just cut that stuff out, maybe like 9 months ago, just the dairy, the like cheese and milk and stuff. But before that, I just the milk, and just vegetables. I used to vegetarian, I guess. And I was just like, all right, time to go.
Vegan.
Time to go hard. Go hard or go home.
And it's working for you. You like it now, then you'll stay vegan.
Yeah, for sure. I started taking supplements that I learned from Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi is like vegan God. Whatever he says is like gold.
And that's what you did?
Yep.
Okay, so why 24-minute workouts? So what is this magic number? Because, you know, you do research and it's like, oh, 10 minutes, oh, an hour, oh, 30 minutes. Why 45 minutes?
24 minutes.
Oh, excuse me, 24 minutes.
24 minutes, one, because it's that 23 and 1, if that makes sense. So 20.
Oh, 20, clever.
But this is 24 minutes. And then another thing I know that a lot of people don't have hour for the gym. A lot of people want to get in and get out. And so I developed a 24-minute workout to help you get in shape in 24 minutes. Not in shape in 24 minutes, but it's a great workout, 24-minute workout, and you can be done. And you don't need no fitness equipment whatsoever.
So all of your workouts don't include anything with any type of equipment at all?
Occasionally I'll use, like if I'm training myself, occasionally I'll use equipment, but I'm not like a huge weightlifter. I've never been like huge on like weights. Most of my stuff is body weight anyway. Like I like to run and jump, push-ups and pull-ups. So, but I do use weights occasionally.
Okay. So I know like most people always want to know like, okay, well, how do you lose weight fast? But my question for you is, how do you keep the weight off? Because I think there's a lot of people who can lose the weight and then they're like, oh, okay, I did it for Miami, I'm about to go out of town. Now you're cute, and then you come back and eat. So how do you keep it off?
The secret to that, and a lot of people, like, they do not listen. They do not listen. The key to that is building muscle. So once you have that muscle burns fat. Almost they're like enemies inside your body. So if your muscle mass is enough, it'll help you shave off fat. So like even now I could not work out for like 30 days, but you probably won't. Maybe 2 months, 3 months, I'll probably still look the same. You know what I'm saying? And that's because my muscle mass is way more than my body fat. So if you build muscle, like lifting weights, doing squats, and not just cardio, a lot of people think they can just go on the treadmill, and it's wrong.
It's wrong?
Build muscle. You can never go wrong building muscle.
Okay. Well, good to know. I mean, I guess that's one of the things I need to
build muscle.
I have no muscle tone whatsoever. I can't even hold my own body weight. But, so I saw, I think I was looking on your Instagram and you were featured in Essence. Like, where have you been featured? Like, how did this even, like, come about? Did you apply for something? Would somebody recommend you? Like,
PSA, I'm going to just say this to y'all. If you on Instagram or social media, if you're going to do it well because you never know who's watching. But back to your question. Anything that ever happened to me, not anything, but mostly all my successes came from my Instagram. Just like, even with me like training like Shy Glizzy, it was like a DM. I woke up in the morning, I seen like Hefe, I'm just like, damn, I must be dreaming, I must be tripping. And I read it, he was like, yo, let's do it, let's get it. And I was like, oh. But with the Essence piece, it was the same thing. I woke up in the morning and you know how you get like tagged or something, you see like somebody tagged you, and it was the Essence people, and then the young lady, she DM'd me, and she was just like, hey, my name is such and such, I work for Essence, I just wanted to let you know that we featured you in our magazine.
Oh, thanks.
All right, so they
you didn't tell me before.
They didn't ask me questions, nothing. They was just like, look, this the link, you in it, if you like it or not.
Oh, nice. Well, I guess they probably didn't need to, because I guess you had enough information on the social media and on your website, they just pulled everything they needed.
Facts. And I seen the pictures, me eating grapes. I said, oh, they trying to give.
They trying to bring some business your way, is what they was trying to do, okay? And speaking
shout
of
out
that,
to Essence. I appreciate y'all. I'm shining. I'm shining.
So I would say, so like the whole Shy Glizzy and Essence and all the different things that you've been doing so far, would you say that's helped to grow your business, or is it mostly like you still get everything like kind of grassroots through Instagram, or do you do like promotions outside of that? Like, how do you do to get your business and stuff going?
Definitely, like when it's like huge brands or people who like Shy Glizzy, Pusha T, people follow them. They got millions of followers. So all it takes for them to post me once, and I can get 100 followers instantly. And out of those 100, 3 or 4 go unacquired, maybe more. But say I get 3 or 4, that's good. You know what I'm saying? And as far as Essence, I guess they gave that sex appeal to my website because they labeled me like one of the sexiest trainers.
Oh, that was the article?
Yeah, it was 7 sexiest trainers. So I was like, oh, so I guess it's good publicity. You know what I'm saying? It didn't necessarily bring me fitness business, but people like, oh.
What type of business did it bring you? That it was a fitness business. See, we're not gonna do this. We not gonna do this. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the business, okay? Oh gosh. Well, just so you know, like the one thing about my show that I always like to focus on, which is one of the reasons I have a book. Sorry, the reason why I interviewed you. I like to keep everything like very DC based and people who are from here, because I feel like every single time I hear stuff, and I went to Howard, and people always have all these bad things to say about the area, but they still come here, which I always thought was weird. But they don't know what we do here, and I think that a lot of times people, especially like African American people, they're like, oh yeah, everything's in Atlanta, or you gotta go to Cali, you gotta go to New York. Like, they don't ever look at DC for nothing except for like politics, and then it's always bad stuff.
Right.
So you're out of jail, you start this business, but why did you do it here? Especially now that like you pretty much had the opportunity to do it anywhere you wanted.
I just feel like this home, man. I feel like if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna start like with my people first, like and foremost. I'm all for the people. If you follow my social media, like I give back all the time, like just humbleness, not even to try to like get like fame off it. It's just I genuinely get like a good feeling from giving back. And like I say, I just want to touch my people, the people that I know, the people that know me first, because I can't be out LA. Who are you? You know what I'm saying? So start here, help my people, teach my people, and then branch. So.
If you could branch after, like let's say, DC's running perfectly fine, everything's going like how you want it, would you have an idea where you would want to go next?
Absolutely.
Where?
I want to see LeBron out LA. I'm going to see LeBron out LA for sure. LA is lit.
I've never been. I've been trying to get there. I haven't been yet.
They got so many vegan spots.
Oh yeah, I mean that's probably the best place for you to be.
Vegan heaven, whatever you want. And then the weather is super nice. Only thing about LA is it's super saturated with like already trainers. But it's everybody want to look good. Everybody want to.
So I would say this, like, since you do have your exercise class, is there like a mantra or something that you like go through with the people in your class, like to get them motivated, or something that kind of gets you up in the day and you kind of like replay throughout the day while you exercise?
No, I think I'm always just like up. I'm always lit. I'm always like lively, cracking jokes, smiling. That's just who I am, and I just bring that with me wherever I go, and it definitely gonna show in my class because that's what I'm passionate about. So when people come, we laugh and we joke and we working out. It's fun. It's not just like I'm trying to kill you and then I want you to feel like family. Yeah, I want you to feel like family. Like, damn, this dude Trell is like lit, like he lit all the way around the board. So I don't really follow like I don't have a mantra or anything that I just go.
Okay, well, good to know.
Just go, man. Just go. Whatever you're doing
just
in
go.
life.
That's the mantra. Just go. There you go. So look, you have one now. You just made one up. Well, again, I would like to say thank you so much for interviewing with me and taking the time and sitting down. I appreciate you. Yep. I want you to tell everyone at home where they can follow you so they can help you with this Instagram stuff. And what is your handle? What can you do?
IG at Trell The Trainer, TRELL The Trainer. It's the same. My Facebook is first and last name, Dontrell Britton. Twitter. I'm not really active on Twitter, but I'm pretty sure if you type in 23 in 1 week, should pop up. Oh, and YouTube. I'm really trying to get my YouTube channel popping. I just post a lot of free like workouts and stuff for you guys. So, and that's Trell The Trainer. So, thank you.
Thank you. We're gonna move into the exercise portion of this interview.
4 exercises, right? And we're gonna start with a warm up. We're gonna go warm up. This is jumping jacks for 30 seconds. And then we're going to do 4 exercises back to back for 20 seconds apiece. That's going to be 1 round. The objective is to get 3 total rounds. But we're going to take it easy. Alright? Okay. So the first exercise, we're going to jumping jacks, the basic jumping jack. We're going to spread our arms far apart, not here. We're going to go here.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yep.
So on you in 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Go. round. So what you just did, that was 1 round. Do it 3 rounds. Probably take you 10, 15 minutes. You got your workout for the day. Or you can add another exercise or another round or even more.
So how can people join your class? How can they come? Tell us where it is, the address.
So I'm located in Adams Morgan area, Northwest DC. To sign up, you can just visit our website, www.23on1.com, and prices, class times, everything is there.
Okay. I'm tired, y'all. That was too much. Again, I say thank you so much for your time. Again, you guys have his handle, personal information. Make sure you go join the class. You can see I'm tired, even though we cheated.